Also, look at the date. It is the 30th of April. If you were to go back in time to 1988.
I now declare World Expo 88 well and truly open.
Oh, yeah, so we're reflecting on the life and times of this fair city in 1988, your favourite Expo memory.
And this came up in the early curly this morning too, because we had a question that we wanted answered. From far and wide, they come to see all the offerings inside me, the new, the best, an entire showcase, everything you want all in one place. And we asked, what is it?
And Expo, the answer we needed. 1300 222 612, your Expo memories.
612 ABC Brisbane.
And a text here from Phil who says, every time I hear, takes me back to Expo 88, so inside the German beer hall and the chicken dance. Text from Kalanga, morning to you, Rex. Your Expo memory, what stands out for you?
Do you know the origin of sandwich?
No, what do you mean?
Tell us more.
The Earl of Sandwich put up money for Captain Cook in 1770. He was a gambler and wouldn't sit down to a meal with a knife and fork. So that's how he used to eat.
And so why is that
in two pieces of bread?
Why is that at the top of your mind when we mention Expo 88?
Well, that was something that was mentioned in the Captain Cook
exhibition or the exhibit there at the Expo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rex, and it's the things you remember when you learn those things and you go to those expos like we did in 88, and little things that stick out for you. Good on you, Rex. Steve at Wynnum, what about you and the memory from Expo 88?
I've many great memories of Expo, and one that I remember is skiing at the Swiss Pavilion.
Oh, skiing. So they had a skiing slope.
Yeah. They did. They had a ski slope there. They had a little Roadco lift too, little J-bar lift to take you up to the top of the hill. And what you had to do was, I don't know if it's just the edge of email or we had to even go postage to do it or phone someone. We booked 2 hours on the slope. And for those 2 hours, we were skiing on the ski slope that was inside the Swiss Pavilion. A very rare thing to do in Brisbane.
Yes, that's right, inside the actual pavilion. See?
Yeah,
gosh.
Oh, Steve, I love these memories coming through. Yeah, and you'd go back time and time again. How many times do you reckon you went to Expo? Was it every second day for you, Larry?
I can't remember because I was working, as I said, at another radio station, so we would come over quite a bit to do different things. But yeah, look, a few times. But you wouldn't believe, you might have, it was on for 6 months, but sometimes you couldn't get there as often as you'd like to get there because you were working.
Yeah, Joel says on the text line, waking up to hear you talk about Expo 88, it opened on my 18th birthday.
Oh, wow.
So many fond memories, including trying Guinness for the first time. Yuck, says Joel. 04624 past 7.
Russell has called up. Russell, what do you remember about Expo 88?
Oh, it's a bit of a horror story.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us more, Russell.
We drove from southwest Victoria, Portland, to Brisbane for 4 days with our 6 and 8 year old children for Expo, and it was absolutely brilliant. But we were no tom-toms in those days, so we were trying to find our way back to New Farm. And I was heading over the bridge heading towards Coronation Drive, and we missed the Hale Street turn-off.
Oh.
And all of a sudden I'm seeing signs to Ipswich and all sorts of things.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, we're supposed to be going in the opposite direction. So I did a U-turn. There was a break in the traffic. I did a U-turn on Coronation Drive.
Oh, my gosh, what? In peak hour traffic?
In peak hour traffic.
Oh, gosh. Russell, and that's your memory from Expo 88?
It's a horror.
Oh, thank goodness you had Victorian number plates on your car, Russell.
That's all right. It wasn't too bad. We moved up here 2 years later.
Don't worry, Russell. I get in the Clem 7 and end up nearly at Ipswich 2 of a morning sometimes.
Oh, great to hear from you. Your Expo memories, 1300 222 612. Oh, and Ross, thanks for your photos you sent through on the text line. Images from 1988 taken from Kangaroo Point Cliffs, where you can clearly see the mountain backdrop, you know, the dividing range. Now that's almost completely disappeared, replaced by, well, Ross says, crass high-density apartments.
Yeah, and Jane sent through a tea towel that she bought from Expo 88, and the colours are still so vibrant, Jane. Thank you for that.
Have you still got your Expo passport somewhere? Go on, grab it out. Reminisce today. I've got a plush Platypus Oz.
Oh, yeah.
Or Expo Oz.
That's
the
right.
mascot for Expo 88. Steve Austin's going to be with you after 8:30 this morning. Expo 88, Steve. Were you in the Sunshine State by that point in your life?
I was in the Sunshine State a decade before then.
Yeah.
So can I tell you my story?
Of course.
Okay, so remember the Indigenous leaders at the time complained that Expo 88 was built on Indigenous land, and so they wanted people to boycott it. So I was one of the mugs who boycotted it. So I never went to Expo.
No way.
I was working for the ABC in Townsville at the time. I didn't come down. And then I found out a few weeks later all the Indigenous people came to Expo. I thought, guys, I was there in solidarity with your brother. So I'm the only person. I'm the only person.
Oh my gosh!
The only person in Queensland who didn't go to Expo.
Oh,
I didn't know.
And so what did Steve miss out on? Get on the phone. 1300 222 612.
Everything apparently. Everyone keeps bringing it up.
After 8:30, Steve, what else are you going to be chatting? Look through the text line 0467 922 612 as we talk about the opening of Expo on this day in 1988. Brett writes, Expo, I had a terrible virus. Every time I went, I suffered from Heineken or Steinlager poisoning. Only seemed to hit those of us in our 20s. Strange that.
Yeah, funny virus.
Memories of Expo extend beyond the actual event, and as you go through your cupboard right now, like Heather from Annerley has done, had a 3-day pass, lived in Melbourne at the time, came up, loved it, still had the passport, the day's program, tea towel. Yes, the Canadian Pavilion was spectacular. Your favourite Expo memories, 1300 222 612.
612.
I know you like to call your state the Sunshine State, but I prefer to think of it by its original name, Queensland.
Queen Elizabeth speaking at the opening of Expo in 1988.
I loved that, how she said that. Richard at Clontarf, now you have some memories.
I do, and hi, Craig and Loretta. We have Sir Joe Bielka-Peterson to thank for Expo 88. About a year after the event, I was chatting to Sir Joe. I was managing him. I took him all through the Fitzgerald inquiry and everything. And anyway, we were chatting away, and he said, do you know that Malcolm Fraser phoned me and said, listen, Joe, we need your help. I've spoken to Victoria and New South Wales, and they're not interested in doing it. Will you do it? So he said, I went to Cabinet, and Cabinet said, it'll cost too much money. It'll cost too much money. And he said, don't worry about that, we'll borrow it. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and we mustn't forget also Sir Lou Edwards and the work that he did to bring Expo to life. But what great history, Richard. Thank you for that.
Tom from Ipswich, when we say Expo 88, what comes to mind for you?
Hi, Tom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what are your memories of Expo?
Oh, well, Expo, right, it's nearly 40 years. Good morning, Craig and Loretta.
Hello. Yeah, and 40 years?
It's nearly 40 years. Anyway, Brisbane Expo 88 is the smallest in size by comparison, like in area.
Yeah.
And it was the most successful.
Really? And they're still going on around the world, these expos, and the most
but
successful.
At the time, anyway, this mate of mine from work, his daughter is in the International Expo Committee. Mm-hmm. And she was the one that told her dad that it was one of the happiest and friendliest. And no staff sort of resigned because it was so hectic, etc. Mm. Yeah, and it was, and my favorite was the Queensland Pavilion.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Yeah. As you think back to, well, where our studios are now, the site of Expo 1988. Anya from Zilmia. Hello, Anya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Your Expo memory.
So I was 1 year old, and obviously it's pretty young and small, and my parents had lost me in the crowd.
What?
Yeah, so the way they found me was a kind gentleman put me up on his shoulders. So I was poking up above everyone else, and then they were able to spot me and reunite me with my parents.
But you wouldn't remember that, would you?
Oh, no, that's the story I've been told.
I can't believe, so they just plopped you down for a minute and then you were gone.
there's apparently a lot of people at Expo 88.
Oh, there
Oh,
was.
yeah, just one or two.
But that is frightening, Anya. You're lucky that good Samaritan popped you up on the shoulders. And
Very kind man. Yeah.
very lucky.
And so, as you say that, Anya, so I was 4 in Expo 88. We came down from Rockhampton.
Oh, did you bump into Anya?
Well, probably did, because my memory's a bit hazy, being such a youngster. I remember the train trip down, being very excited to get on the electric train from Rockhampton. And then there was a NASA-themed ride that is at the top of my mind. But also, I'm pretty sure that's the one and only time Mum used one of those leash things on me, so she didn't lose me in the crowd.
Yeah, I know the ones.
I reckon parents can relate to that in the throngs of people that were through the gates of Expo 88. If you take this call from Kylie at Greenbank. Hi there, Kylie.
Oh, good morning, Craig. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Okay, so Expo 88, on this date, the 30th of April, what was your role, Kylie?
I was a fanfare trumpeter on the main stage for the opening ceremony. It was awesome.
Oh, that is great. And you had the uniforms, and you had the trumpets with the little bit of material hanging from them, I think.
Yes, we did. Yes, and I was in grade 12, so it was a big deal. But I think as I've aged, because I'm like 54 now, it's a bigger deal for me now, because you look back and you think, gosh, the Queen's moved on, and time has passed, and probably like Craig, the poor trumpet sits in the corner, and I pull it out every so often and think, no, that doesn't sound very good. Put it away for another year.
Oh no! Have you still got the uniform?
I do. I do indeed. Yeah, and I've got the photo when I met Bob Hawke and all the dignitaries. So yeah, it was a pretty fun time, and we walked around and did a bit of busking as well, and yeah.
What did you play on the trumpet, Kylie?
Oh, I played all sorts of things. We'd run around and play Waltzing Matilda, and as I was in the army band as well, we used to do, we'd play all those sorts of fun songs. But look, I can't remember a lot of them now. It is quite. I'm having an over 50s moment.
Oh no, we're going back 38 odd years, Kylie. That's excused, let me tell you. It's so good to know that you're up on stage with a trumpet in hand, playing that fanfare as the Queen arrived to open Expo 88.
Gee.
What a moment to be able to share.
It was indeed. So yeah, thank you for bringing it up today, because it did bring back awesome memories.
You hang on to that trumpet, because if we were in the Queen Street Mall tomorrow, I'd be inviting Kylie to come and bring the trumpet. We'll do that to the next OB.
Bring the trumpet, bring the fanfare. Queensland today. Alan, in 1988, you were renting a place for how much?
$150, under $150.
And where was this place?
Mate, it was a 3-bedroom house in Paddington, just down the road in Guthrie Street, just down the road from the Paddo Tavern.
And walking distance to Expo 2 then?
Absolutely. We could see the eye, the Steve Ackery eye.
Yes.
The Stefan Eye Needle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, from our front veranda.
Oh gosh, Alan.
$150.
And sorry, excuse me.
Amazing to think about that price and how things have changed in that time.
Yeah, and Peter Racy, thank you for your text. Now, Peter's done a lot of work looking at the memories and Facebook page. He says just Google World Expo 88 Facebook page, and it should pop up, and there's a lot of memories on there as well, and photos. And a very special happy 80th birthday today to Ian Lawson, who has lived half a lifetime since Expo launched on his birthday 38 years ago. That's from Jody.
Oh, happy birthday. I love this text. I'm going to have the chicken dance music in my head for the rest of the day now, reflecting on Expo 88 and the German Pavilion. Well, what about this one? My friends live in the old post office from Expo 88.
Oh, wow.
These days it's perched high in the hills behind Caboolture, overlooking the valley. Oh, what great calls and memories. 1300 222 612. News is next. It's 8 o'clock on this Thursday morning, heading for a maximum of 25 in the city and Ipswich.